Ah, wow. Today has been a hectic day for me.
And thank you, by the way.
Woo! Woo! That's all I can say. Good gosh. Had to get up.
Wah.
Had to get up early so I could be ready for the stream and to take over for Geo because Geo has been working on the movie today. And okay, Murin, you can ask your
Yeah.
question now.
Geo, is the movie done?
Done. I finished that movie last week.
Yeah.
You mean you don't have 10 hours left anymore?
No, not 10 hours.
How many?
How many?
I've got to go through it. Got a lot done today. And thank Tinma.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Well, I mean, you've got 2 more days.
Yeah, indeed.
2 more days. So about how many hours are we down to now? About 4.
Oh, I've got two solid days of work ahead of me.
Okay.
But what I need the music. I need the music from the game. Hello.
Okay.
Anybody out there
Somebody.
has the music?
I thought somebody said that they were going to.
Spider was going to see if he could hunt it down.
Bert said he'd help.
Yeah.
I almost think that if we take a character, put him on the top of a mountain where no trees, nothing else is around, and we do a recording from like up there where there's like no trees, nothing else that can get in the way, like bugs and birds and all that kind of stuff, and turn off every bit of external sounds except for music, turn that all the way up, and just sit there and record.
But then there's the combat soundtracks. I need those. And you have to be in combat the whole time to get the full Monty. Otherwise, you just get a little bit.
We'll head into Thunderdome and just run PvP.
Yeah. I mean, we can put a few people in there just laying down or something. I don't know.
I'll kick Thomas' butt.
Yeah, kicked him.
We have lots of people.
We still haven't done a kicked him his butt day yet.
I know.
Oh,
That's
Maybe
coming
we
up.
should have your stream tomorrow after Geo's.
yeah.
Possibly.
I saw this. Speaking of butt, I saw those pictures of Timma dancing in what game was that? Blue Thunder.
DCO. If you follow Katina,
I gotta-
check out. There's
I-
2 pictures there of what he's talking about.
I got a tricorn hat, and I was like, man, what would look good with that? You know, so I just took everything off. It's great. So, I can't keep a straight face to save my life here. So the big question is, everybody here that is here in chat, we've got like what 19 plus people in here right now. The question is, I want to toss out to you guys, what do you think would really make a major improvement to the tools first? And after today, after we were playing around over on my channel of trying to make this curve that had a very clean edge where it was not artifacting really bad, it was almost darn near impossible.
Ashlyn agrees with you. She says more primitives.
Yeah, it's number 1 on my list.
And awesome. So, what's up, Shadow Tongue? So, honestly, I totally agree with you, Ashlyn. And I honestly think that we need a cylinder, at least a cylinder cut tool that responds just like all the rest of them to where you can cut something out, but it doesn't mess up the existing shape of those voxels that are there.
Exactly.
And I honestly think that would solve the problem of the little artifacting on the little curved little pieces, because what we were doing today was using the circle tool, and that was coming out. I mean, the shape of the voxels themselves were super clean, but it was artifacting right along that sharp edge on the top.
Think about how easily you could just make circles on the fly with a cylinder tool.
And they come clean.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come out clean. So the next little thing about that is we also did a stack of circles and we tried to use it as a cutting tool. But the thing is, it aligns whatever is under it that you cut into. It aligns all those up to the voxel shaping of whatever it is you're using to delete with.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Not me. Oh, the cars? I have my window open because it's hotter than heck in my room.
Oh, okay. I was like, what does that sound come from?
There was a jet.
I'm so used to hearing them go by. I can't think about it.
So, so maybe another thing that they could possibly do is take the existing, cutting tool, or when we go into deletion mode using something that we made into the game, if it could respond in the same way as the delete tool. And I honestly think that could possibly get around having a new primitive, but a lot of the stuff that we were currently doing with the delete tool as it was, I'm wondering if that would change something that people are used to.
If we were going to do that, I think that it'd be good to have like a snap to voxel geometry or not snap to voxel geometry for what you're deleting.
They've done it in the past. They've given us checkboxes on other stuff like that in the past. So I think that would be kind of cool. Is there anything else that anybody can think of that tool wise, and then we'll get to other stuff later, but tool wise that can be a major improvement to what it is that we do in the game as it stands? Besides, I
don't know if this is
Speak to
possible,
speak.
but the ability to draw, just to draw with a,
like a
or
laser
dot-
point.
yeah, just to be able to draw. So we
Laser
can write on
pointer.
stuff easily.
Yeah.
Laser pointer would be awesome.
As either either painting or well, painting is what makes sense. Just but a marker, pen, something.
All right, D-Man has something. Type it, man. Type it.
Never mind. Aw. Tell us, D-Man, we want to know.
Come on, Clarity. Spit it out.
Clarity.
While we're waiting
Come on.
for him, Ashlyn said a multi-stop line tool.
Multi-stop. Ooh,
That would be cool.
that would be interesting. That would be
Wow.
really interesting.
I'd like to be able to do the line tool one voxel at any angle I want.
Picture this. Multi-stop line tool that each stop you can control whether it's a positive or a negative.
Ooh.
Either an add or delete, depending on where you're going with it.
Yeah. That would be very cool. Fill on the line tool would be nice too.
Fixing issues with tweak arrows, pulling toward away from yourself.
Well, that could be interesting.
I've also noticed that the arrows have gone back to the way they were previously when you're working with microvoxels.
Sure.
If you
They're in the way.
used to, they would separate, and they were a little bit, like if it was something that was smaller than the default voxel size, the arrows would kind of like spread apart so you could actually look into it. I'm not seeing it. Looks like it rolled back to the way it was before, the last I seen.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody else know that? Noticed
I
it?
haven't used any micro voxels, but I've seen it with the other stuff. They're supposed to resize as you got away or closer to them. They don't do that except for that one patch they went in, and then they reverted.
Very true. Very true. And that was on the big patch.
Mm-hmm.
That came in on the big patch, didn't it?
Yes.
And then I'm guessing at the hot fix it reverted.
That must be what it was.
Interesting.
I swear it seems like they're pulling old code to base these things off of.
What do you say, George?
Is that something you guys need to bug?
It's a possibility. I need to clean off one of my little whiteboards.
All three are full.
No, I got a little. Well, I've got
You got a tiny one?
I've got a little one,
That's little.
Love it.
and then I got two big ones.
That's not big.
Well, for me, it's big. It's the size of my monitor, so it's big. And I got two of those, so I got three of them total.
Thank God you don't have the sticky notes app for your computer.
I do.
Probably a monitor full of them. God.
Real quick, did
I do.
anybody get a chance to play with the INI settings that Lousy had suggested to us on, what was it, Monday's show?
Well,
I did not.
About rendering distance of emitters and...
I went over that on my show, and which kicked off his idea to play with those other settings that were in there. I was trying to show how to clear your cache, how to turn off shadows, go in there and reduce the foliage to 0 so you don't even see foliage, to get more frames per second. And that way people that are on a lower level computer could be able to handle some of the stuff that the game's putting out. Even their lowest setting for shadows, you still see shadows, and you can go in there and actually turn. Draw floor is off, and I think it's like shadow draw or draw shadow or something like that is also the other one. So
They make a big
Ashland's
difference.
whiteboard is bigger than yours.
you should see the one at my
Indeed.
friend's house. We went to Lowe's and picked up 12-foot
God.
by, I think it was like 12 by 4 foot or something like that, and we drilled it into his wall.
Awesome.
So he's got like a whole wall that is nothing but like the white marker board. It's great. And when you walk in there and the kids took it over, and it's like a bunches of drawings of little flowers and stuff. It's pretty funny.
He gets a little corner of it, I'm sure.
Yeah, let the cat speak, D-Man says.
Can you guys hear that?
Good
Oh, yeah.
grief.
Wow, that's powerhouse right there. Let's see. I guess that's some of the big stuff, other than having a voxel editor, which is another tool set that we're still waiting on and really can't wait to see.
Raz brought up something that we've talked about many times, which is being able to replace a material within a selection. So select a big area and say, I want to replace the blue marble with green marble or something like that.
That's a great
That would
one.
be amazing.
Okay. That would be cool.
I would think of all the recommendations that we're talking about, that would likely be the easiest to code.
Probably true.
I'm really not sure why we haven't had that before, because we've requested that.
And
lot
another
of
one, which is a UI edition, I think that would be really simple, is the little palette. Pick your 5 current materials that you're working with that you want available either at a hotkey or click on the
Yeah.
mouse.
That would
Yeah.
be nice.
Same thing for props would be nice too.
Yeah.
Just
Props
quality
too.
of life, low hanging fruit kind of stuff.
And that can be encompassed in the same thing. You could use the material palette, and then you could also use props on the same palette if you wanted to. You have like materials and props up there if you need it.
Because we now that we have the prop palette and we're seeing these amazing with this prop mancy stuff going on, that would be great to be able to have a bunch of props saved as well. So
That-
two
that's-
hotbars.
That's great ideas there. Let's see. Let me see if I missed anything here. Could there be a blob paint tool, like paint a single voxel and any connected voxel that is the same texture gets repainted too? I mean, that's kind of what Raz was talking about. You select an area, but I'm not sure if selecting an area would do it.
Well, that'd be the way to define Otherwise, if you replace, say, white stucco with blue stucco, it's going to replace it everywhere. You'd have to have a selection box to define where you want to replace.
Yeah, but as you know, when you take your mouse and you put it over the selection box, it tries to. It just select. You know, your mouse goes into the selection box, not on the actual material.
Yeah.
Well,
So
they'd
I'm
have
wondering if that
two
would be an
boxes.
issue. Yeah.
Well, they'd have just have two selection type boxes on the color, on the material palette. This color, find this color, replace with this color, essentially.
What's up,
Two other things
Varden?
that have been on my wish list are the ability to like go back in selections so that it keeps a buffer of like 3 selections or something like that, so that I can select an area, work with it, just go work in a different area, and then go back to my previous selection without having to select the entire area again. That would be really, really useful.
Pretty cool.
And
for-
I don't remember what the other one was.
For those that have just arrived to the show, we're talking about what are some of the things that we really need to have for just in quality of life improvements for building and doing other stuff in Landmark.
Yeah, the next iteration of quality of life. I guess we can move on to other aspects of the game. I guess using that same premise. You know, we kind of.
Right, if you got something that you've been thinking about that we haven't mentioned, please say it here in chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lousy nailed it. He wants the escape order changed so select clears last.
Oh man,
Yes.
lousy! That's fantastic. Spot
Sir.
on. Spot
Like I was
on.
tasting something today. I wanted my selection to stay. The paste went away. The select went away, and then the thing after that
Didn't
was
they
like,
change
no.
that already? And
I
reverted.
I swear they did that. I'm thinking some stuff got reverted because that kind of goes back to the arrows.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that misbehaving again?
Maybe, well, like I said, if you're working with a microvoxel, used to, the arrows separated and kind of got a little smaller or pulled away from the selection area. It doesn't do that anymore. It's back to the center again, and it's really hard to work with that small stuff. So I'm wondering if that hotfix, the last hotfix we had after the patch, if it reverted some of the stuff that they had tried to fix the first time.
That's why
Yeah,
I was
you know what, you
using older builds. Think
Should
about
bug
it.
that.
How
Should
long
bug that.
ago was it that when we would log in, it did not remember where we were? It was over a year ago. That bug came back with the wipe. What old build did they use to put this one in on?
I haven't seen that with the wipe yet.
What, where you don't when you log in?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
It
that.
doesn't
Okay,
remember
sorry.
what world you were logged into.
They fixed
Sorry.
that a year ago. Now
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's back. And so are these other bugs, dying on port. They fixed that a long time ago
Yeah.
for most people.
That came with the patch though. For
The
me,
serverless thing.
I was dying
I
that
thought,
to the wipe.
yeah.
I thought it had said in one of Emily's posts that was intentional.
Why?
I don't know, and
What
I
was
might be
intentional?
remembering that wrong. But
okay.
that it doesn't remember which server you were on.
Well,
I'm
sorry,
s-
not you, her. Say,
I'm stupid, okay? And I cannot remember the last server that I was logged in on.
nope.
I can't
Okay.
because I'm always logged in on the same server.
I'm just being honest here. I can't remember that.
Nope.
If I was on Courage or if I was, because I have different claims in different servers, so I don't remember the last one I was in. If my game crashes and I have to relog in, I've got to say, hey, Katina, where are we at?
Yeah.
So that I log in on the right one, or it puts me over in another server somewhere and I don't know where the heck I got to go, and then I got to teleport to somebody. That is something that, it's a quality of life issue. Bring it back, put it back the way it was. But yeah, I mean, that is something that it was fine up until the patch. I mean, I've never had a problem with that prior to that.
Yeah. I was like,
Okay.
I don't remember the server names. He asked me, where's your claim? I'm like, I don't know. It's the Euro server.
Yeah.
I don't know that name. That's all I know.
I mean, what I keep in memory is random. Okay?
You have random access memory?
I have random access memory. And that is not one of the things that gets saved. Let's see, what else can we kind of focus on here now? When everybody started their new characters, what bumps in the road did you hit that made you go, what the heck am I supposed to be doing next? That's something I would like to really know right now.
There are a couple things while we're waiting for that people have mentioned in chat. First one, Towlurker actually just repeated, the ability to change the color of the select box, because the select box it's a really light color, so you can easily lose it in materials. Like, I can definitely understand the desire to do that.
On that same note, I would love to be able to change the difference in the add tool, the smooth tool.
Like the old smooth tool.
You remember the color changes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, I feel
Your
like
birds are
I am,
beautiful, Katina.
I am so in nature right now. It's great.
There's a huge maple tree literally right outside my window.
It makes
If I
me-
put the screen, I could pull the tree in.
It makes me feel like I'm back on the old Kinos build, because that's all I ever heard.
Sorry.
What the hell was I talking about now?
Tool color selection.
Tool color selection. Now, if you notice that it's either the alternate color or the actual color mixes in with the smooth tool color, like very close.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fill tool color
It's the fill tool, yeah.
with the smooth tool color.
Mm-hmm.
They are really similar.
Which reminds me, I really wish that the toggle for the fill tool would remember between times that you use the add tool. Because I use fill more often than I use add. It's really annoying to have to hit E every time I'm filling.
Okay. Let's see. What else? What else can bring up on that?
Couple other people mentioned, I think it was Clarity who mentioned the having a fatten voxel tool. So instead of a reductive sort of smoothing, a fattening sort of smoothing. And not related to building, someone mentioned having a costume closet or inventory for your costumes that's separate from your main inventory.
I asked for that a
And
long time ago.
I would love that. I don't care if it's
That's-
something that we have to pay for beyond like the first 10 slots. It would be amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And a good way
That's
for
a
them.
great idea.
Mm-hmm. Which works just like the prop palette.
Yeah, that would be kind of, or take a key from DCUO
Oh, geez, that's amazing.
when it comes down to the different outfits.
Mm-hmm.
If you've never played DCUO, when you pick up a new item, you put it on, you learn the styling of that item. You can change to another item instantaneously right after that. You go into your styles, and you can change the new ones to look like the one that you had on previous if you wanted to.
Yep.
Very cool, very innovative, and would be great to have it in this game as well as EverQuest Next.
Plus, you can sell the armor. You don't need to keep it once you've tried it on once and learned it.
Exactly.
Hotkey macros,
Yep. So instead of
free emotes and stuff.
so basically you're purchasing a style, not necessarily something physical anymore, so it no longer takes up inventory space. No need for a wardrobe. You just go into your menu system on your inventory and we go, I want to look like this today. And boom, that's the way you look.
I want to wear a tricorn and a loincloth.
Exactly.
And dance like a man.
Yeah, and for those of y'all that didn't get to see that,
Go find Katina on Twitter.
I warn you, you can't unsee it.
Hey, I was there in person looking at it, okay? Well, in person, in game, whatever. Seeing the dance movement compared with just the picture.
Uno momento, and I shall.
Life will never be the same.
Let's see, is this it? Yeah, all right.
Uh-oh.
There it is. Giggity, giggity. Giggity, giggity. There it
In
is.
GCU, you have what are called layers.
Yeah.
It's your little own personal hideout. What's the name of your lair, Tenma?
Giggity Shack or something like that. My house is named the Giggity Shack.
And that's me standing next to the strange one over there.
Yeah, she has a better fashion sense than I do.
Oh, what I was
Indeed.
gonna say, it's like those wings I'm wearing, the armor I'm wearing. That's not actually what I have on,
Okay,
as far as armors. That's just what I've learned, and you can make it look like whatever you want.
let's scroll back because the asking what bumps in the road has gotten to everybody. People have given a little bit of feedback here. All right, here we go.
Bellfire.
Bellfire. It says my cave sounder no longer works for me.
Yeah, Jet was complaining about that.
The question is, which one? The auto or the non-auto? Or the first one or the automatic one? That
The
would be...
automatic one is bugged.
Yeah, it's broken.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's key information we need to know. We need to know which tool it was that isn't working. The next one is Ashlyn. My inventory was full, and when I did the achievement to get the add tool, it did not give it to me, so I thought I couldn't move forward at first. To pick up tools, you go to the hub, you click on the little box. Boom, you got all your tools.
But it's if you're new, you don't know that.
Right. That is very true.
Yep.
That's why I seriously think that when it comes to those tools,
Auto grant.
it needs to auto grant for one, and number two, get it out of the freaking inventory and put it on the actual character page. Put it on the character page like a skill, and you just drag the skill down.
Yep.
Once you learn it, you have it. You don't ever have to go back and pick that crap up out of a box somewhere.
They're coming for you, Katina.
Wow!
Street apparently tonight. Sorry.
Okay, so that right there would solve a lot of that problem right off the get-go. You just get that crap out of the inventory so you don't have to walk somebody through the process of opening inventory and all that kind of stuff. It's in like a skill tree or something on the character sheet. And anybody's played MMOs knows, how to drag skills down from that. It's
You know
kind
the
of
recurring
intuitive.
theme to all this?
Yes. What?
UI. We need
UI.
a fully functioning UI.
Yep.
This is every one of these so far. We need the UI for the costumes. We need the UI for the tools.
All right. And moving on to the next one. Tile Lurker said, my major bump in the road is giving people a reason to explore the surface and just tour claims. Everyone spend all their times in caves, have to beg people to come visit and like. I am never going to get 100 like achievement. To get 100 like achievement, I honestly think it's more geared towards competitions that you'll ever get that achievement. It's true. Usually you don't get a lot of likes until the competition rolls around and you've got something that is just hot tamales or something.
So does
Yeah,
it
there's-
count 100 likes all at once, or is it 100 likes over a period of time?
We don't know.
Okay.
And there's something in the URL of your of the gallery online that will not let you drop that link into Twitch and have people be able to click it and take you exactly to your gallery page. It's a
Actually,
special character or something.
that
Yeah,
is
that's
true,
what's so
but Mindpire made a URL shortener to help us get around that.
Yeah,
I'll
I
find
saw
that and post a link to it.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's called landmark.gallery.
Yes.
All right, so let's move on. Let's see. It's a bug that we're working on, Bellfire. Okay, that was you, Marin. Let's see. Next, I would like the option to have a male face that doesn't look like a Six Flags caricature of Keith Richards. Classic Templar.
Yeah.
Um,
I'd love to see them take this whole prop thing to the next level. I mean, they're on the right track with this, giving us the prop palette enabled stuff that we just couldn't even imagine. I mean, did everybody see Shatari's new project?
Oh man, it's amazing.
God, that's just, it's gorgeous. So what I'd like to see next and with props is the ability to select groups and add characteristics or behaviors to them.
this is another good.
Rotating, shrinking, enlarging, all that.
Yeah, this is another good one. When harvesting, my inventory fills up with dirt and stone. It's kind of annoying that I have to keep dumping it in the trash. What is it? The sifter.
Sifter.
Get a sifter. You won't have that problem
Yes.
anymore.
And you'll get more
every
resources out of it.
yeah, do every bit of it, because guess what? You don't need dirt. You don't need stone. You don't need sand. You don't need ice. You don't need water.
Very good.
It's free. So you can sift the crap out of all of it, and you'll never have that problem again. Problem solved. Next. Raz said, I just want a dresser prop that works like a chest that holds only clothes and can be picked up or left out on the claim. Like I said, that right there, if you already have that style, that's when you get an item. Everybody understand what I'm... Okay, all right. So that...
He's talking about the DCUO type.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, where did I leave off here? I missed something here. My mate...
You were probably up to when Varden said that you found a loot cave filled with P90X.
I got to find that. Okay. If I skip some people's stuff, I do apologize.
There's a comment from Liddy Olong.
Well, that's towards the end. I don't know if he's down there yet.
Now, I begged for 100 likes on that one claim because I wanted to find out if it actually freaking worked.
Yeah.
And we found that it didn't.
And we found out it didn't work. The 100 likes on a single claim does not work or advance that achievement at all, so don't worry about it, okay? They still got to fix the darn thing anyway. Moving on, let's see here. Lady Oolong says, oh yeah, Raz said, put back in the heartwoods and make each surface contain a surface-only plant.
That will get people.
That'll get people out there wondering about.
Yeah.
Remember, put it on the surface. Everyone will be going around.
Put it back the way it was when you had flowers and then you had extracts. You can get the extracts from the other plants, and then the special plants that everybody wants is something else. I liked the way that was, and it really did make you get out there and go hunting for stuff, especially when you wanted to make your own things, like uniforms and all that kind of stuff.
Well, so talking about traveling, especially traveling along the surface, how does everybody like the teleporting, unlimited teleporting, no cooldowns?
Love it. I make very,
love it.
very good use of it.
But I think it also restricts the amount of time that people are spending running around and discovering new things. So it's really good for being able to go help a friend with a problem real quick. But I've left my island maybe 10 times since I started building, and every time I'm teleporting directly somewhere. So I've seen very little.
I do like the fact that we don't have cooldowns on the teleports.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big And I want to kind of back up to this right here. Lady Oolong was talking about the 100 likes on a particular achievement, and one's like for bragging rights, which it is a kind of a bragging right. But I would also like to see the likes broken down into not just 2 achievements, break it down into 5 achievements.
Every 20.
1 like, 5 likes. No, 1 like, 5 likes, 25 likes, 50 likes, 100 likes. So
Okay.
you got a progression, and you've got more achievements in the barrel that people can get because the HO word right here, you know. So, let's see. We told. Hopefully, I'm not missing any other stuff here. It should be able to be accessed from inside your inventory. Yeah, this right here, the closet should be able to be accessed from inside your inventory if it was set up like the DCUO, where you pick up a style instead of an actual physical item. It's something you learn, but if it's one that you've already learned, you get a physical item. The physical item can be put in a chest for other people to pick up.
I'd just as soon not have the items at all.
All right. My old claim had 240 likes just from being on the surface at a portal spire. It's the way it was.
Yeah, mine had almost 400. Same thing.
Here's another one. Achievements for visiting a certain number of claims would also work. That would be great for Geo.
That would be great.
Titled the Landmark Explorer achievement.
Yeah. Most likely they wouldn't put Landmark Explorer. They put like the Explorer achievement or something. You know, they generic everything.
I'm good with Landmark Explorer.
Yes. If somebody said something about my shirt today, it's my Punisher shirt. I say keep it the way it is so that more people will watch Landmark Explorer to see people's builds. Honestly, it would help him, but at the same time, he'd have a crap ton of people walking around with him. Let's see what else we got here. I don't like like always being sent to a mini hub every time to then page load again to a main hub to then page load to another island to be page loaded again to a below surface tier is too cluttered and inefficient as a teleport system. I like the mini hubs. But if I want to teleport to a hub, it should take me to the main hub, not the mini hub.
You should have
Or
a
it should
choice.
give you a choice.
Or, yes, a choice would be great.
Yep.
Probably a better solution than anything in the world.
You know, if they were to put in a cost for teleporting, still make it instantaneous, but put in some sort of cost so that going to the hub closest to me costs least and going to the hub all the way across the island costs more. Going to a hub on a different island or a different server costs more. That would encourage people to fly
And
to run around.
Do you feel lucky option is free?
Yeah. And you might end up at a graveyard dead.
And I do want to bring this
Or at Lousy's beautiful Memorial Day at Iwo Jima Monument.
I do want to bring this back up because especially here on this show, because this is kind of what we talk about anyway. We want a pad
Yes.
that we can place down on our claim that when people come to visit our claim, that is the location that they spawn at. If the pad has not been placed down, it uses that random system that is already in place where you can end up anywhere around that claim, you just don't know where. But if you've placed a claim, there is a little pad that you can craft as a prop, and you just put that prop down, and whoever visits your claim, that's where they're going to be.
That'd be amazing.
This works great for if you want people to see a certain thing when they show up to your claim. They want you to be at the front gate of their house or the front gate of their castle, not to the back side of it where it's nothing but a wall.
I'm thinking of Dyfed's Star Wars clip. It's a trap.
It's a trap. Now, this pad, if it's there, as long as it's there and the person doesn't move, they don't fall. So it's kind of hard to grief somebody in the process.
Yep. Thing is, they've already got something like that in the game. Portent Spire. Everyone ports it in the same spot.
Yep. Yeah, it's there. The mechanic is there. It's just attaching it to a prop item, another prop item of some sort. So
Exactly.
it would work. All right. Let's see what else we got here.
And here's, let me give an easier option to maybe implement, and that is have X marks the spot be visible for you on your claim, so you know that would be that would be where people would teleport to if you want to turn on that feature, so it's not random, and then you can build accordingly.
And here's another one that Tal Lurker said. How about an invulnerability timer on teleports?
I think that's right there. That's intuitively obvious.
On physical teleports, not teleport pads.
Yep.
Teleport pads, bad mojo, because that you see a lot of that in PvP stuff. Some people put it in their PvP maps, and I think putting the invisibility timer on it would be a bad mojo.
But teleporting to claims, teleporting to friends, all that stuff, yeah. Invulnerability would be great. And oh my God, really, please, can we get rid of the gears already?
Okay.
The gears aren't going anywhere.
And Gabrielle has said, like in ESO, once you unlock a way shrine, it becomes open to you. Just open your map, click on any way shrine that you wish to go to specifically, and go to that one for X number amount of gold. Cool.
That'd be cool.
All right. Let's see. Grief people. Okay. I saw a green. Can you wear drinking? What?
Oh, you can ignore that.
Okay.
I'm talking about my soda.
I'm going down the list here.
We're almost caught up.
Yeah.
It's time to start talking more, chat. What other ideas do you guys
I
have?
know they usually never
All right.
stop.
I think we're caught up.
It's good.
All right. So,
Well, these quality of life things, you know, we're trying to throw out there some things that are I would consider low-hanging fruit that would be huge improvements for the players, huge benefits, things that we would all take advantage of. The goal is to find stuff that's easy for them to implement, because we know that they're focused on multiple tasks here.
now there's something else I still think that you remember we had the journal, and they pretty much did away, for the most part, the journal system and replaced it with the achievement system that guide to the next thing. The journal system still needs to be there. That journal system needs to explain how to use the achievement system.
Yeah.
And this is for new players, okay? People that's just coming in. The journal at least needs to walk through and show, like with arrows, like click here, go there, click there, like that, to explain how the achievement system works. Once they get into the achievement system, voila, it's all said and done. They can follow the achievement system. They know where to go. They know how to click things, open things, remove things, and the whole 9 yards. That would be a great thing.
It would.
Oh, Raz651 just copied a tweet. Says this week's episode of Workshop Show has been canceled. Stay tuned for future shows and keep working on those Elven Takish builds.
High elf. High elf. It's high elf, not
It was
Takish.
going to be my
And
last
they're still
workshop
calling
so
it
I could watch
Takish.
for a month.
Takish, Takish, Talkish,
As long as you don't say Takish like some
Takish.
No, are we getting a Landmark Live this week?
Nothing.
I haven't heard anything. I expect that it won't happen until they publish the blueprint update, which
Tomorrow's Thursday
someone
night.
Someone just mentioned getting a blueprint update, and Terry did say it's coming soon. He didn't say when soon is, but soon.
If we were going to have a Landmark Live, it would have been today. It because we, you know how we used to be able to tear them apart after they got off,
Then they got wise.
and then they just stopped streaming. It really makes us feel left out in no man's land on knowing what the heck's going on now, because they one show in the last 2 months now. One show.
Yeah, really.
One show in 2 months.
Yep. No
And
blueprints.
let's see here. What is this? There still isn't a new player experience. Sure, they have achievements, but like Timma said, there isn't a single thing to say, hey, do this. What buttons do anything? No one new knows. The UI is not intuitive, which is back to what Katina said. Need to update the UI. Gee.
That's true.
I just came up with something I think would be great. This feeds right into this. So you get a every hour there's a random come teleport to this, go visit this claim and like it to get something toward a special achievement of some kind. And they pick a random claim. I don't know how they do that, but there could be lots of ways to do it. But it's like featured, this claim featured this hour, and you port to it, go click on that thing, and I think that we get people around to go look at stuff.
Yep.
I would.
And I'm kind of wondering, now, currently we have, for the gallery system, it goes straight into Marketplace. And then it has gallery.
Yep. They want to sell stuff.
They want to sell stuff. It would be nice to be able to... That's a UI improvement for me, at least. Just when I need it, I'll go get it. Which I have, because I guarantee you, Daybreak has gotten a lot of my money.
Yeah.
More than enough of my money.
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows, it was Lousy's Iwo Jima memorial that really spurred that little thought, that idea that I had. I think it'd be a great thing. And it's something that they could trigger deliberately, or have it just do randomly if no one's at the controls over there on their end. But like if Domino's out tooling around, it's like, oh my God, this is amazing. That no one's seen this. Throw it up there on the next, for the next hour. Boom, that's the place to go to get a special achievement, or to get a point toward a special achievement.
That would be cool.
I honestly, and for those that don't know about this, Terry did make a post that said that he is working on an update for the blueprint. So we're waiting on that. Now, we have not heard nothing out of Terry for quite some time now.
See you later, Ashley.
So we're waiting. Because I want to know what's next. That's the big thing for me right now. It's I don't know. That's the only thing I can really button push right now, is the fact that we really need some feedback. What's next? What do you need us to do next other than build Takish?
Exactly.
Make tacos.
I feel very out of the loop because they're not giving us anything anymore.
Yeah, and Uber Nerd pointed out that they took the terrible animation off of the Breeze boots. Yes. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Boy, we talked about that right away.
Yeah, but that's kind of a, I don't know, cool looking thing. But
when you're in first person and you're looking at stuff and you're trying to film, wow, it just distorted your entire screen.
It doesn't
have an option. It might be cool.
It doesn't have that sound that sound.
It doesn't have the breeze boots. Whoosh.
Dude, hey, have we gotten any update from anyone on the team about any progress towards not having to do a daily reboot?
I don't know. Oh, well, I'm on really. DCUO does a daily reboot.
Oh, it does.
Yes, it
A
every
lot of
single
games do
morning.
daily reboot.
Every single morning, it
All
does a daily reboot. So honestly, it's to the point now where, and we're still going to see that. We'll see that until we're blue in the face. Now, it sucks for a lot of people if that's the time that they have to play.
Aliana gets home from work just in time for the boot.
It would be nice if they did it staggered. So start the EU servers later so that the EU servers reboot later. That's really the only benefit of having EU servers at this point is that people know where to go to play with people of the same time zone. So if they could stagger when the servers reboot so there's always a server alive somewhere.
Buren, that is a fantastic idea, and here's
I gotta
one
know.
more reason. Here's one more reason why. Because imagine you've got daytime on the U.S. servers and nighttime on the EU servers. Tinma.
I got a better solution.
What?
Those servers have analytics on them. I guarantee you they know exactly how many people are connected at what time, et cetera, et cetera. Find the lowest point. That's when you do the reboot.
Maybe they did.
When you are like this, right here on the curve, that's when you do the reboot, not first thing in the morning. Because that first thing in the morning is when the people over in Europe, they're getting on, they're building, they're doing their thing. Bad time to do a reboot.
Mm-hmm.
Do that freaking server push at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. I guarantee you that's when it's at the bottom of the curve.
Yeah, but that's 11 p.m. their time. That's still prime
It's
time for them.
automated. It's automated.
But that's still prime time for West Coast.
Yes, but no.
11 p.m.
No.
Not everybody goes to
Oh,
bed.
yeah.
Thank you.
But still, what? I'm gonna move it up. Make it 5 o'clock in the morning.
Tao Lurker's saying then wouldn't they need to have someone in the office at 3 a.m. PDT if they're doing it at that time?
There's
And
some-
actually,
24
no.
hours.
No, it's automated.
Well, yeah, and server reboots are automated. They don't have someone there at 5 in the morning rebooting them now.
They actually have someone in the office 24 hours.
True, but that's to monitor and call
Oh,
others.
then it shouldn't be a problem.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
But still, there's someone there.
Yeah, it should be
Yeah.
a problem.
And Varden, and like this, and try that too.
Yeah, I see. Tim and I got that.
Yeah, that's easy.
And
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was
Yeah.
the only one to do that.
God. All right, so well, as we're digressing here, guys, I want to talk about this amazing, cool tweet that Bob Dobbs sent out this morning to Emily, asking if this he saw a mega claim, and asked if this is a feature or an exploit, and she said no, that's not intended. I jumped in game. I had to go see it. I was working on the movie. Had to go see it. So I had Dyford teleport to me, and I logged off. But wow, this was guy. I mean, you spent more time there than I.
well, yeah. You were the one that told me about it, and I was like, yeah, we're definitely putting that up. I left the little the little poke that you did for me. I left it up so I didn't forget. I forget. Okay, so we went over there and we noticed that it looked like one primary was put down. All its surrounding pieces.
It was a nine claim. plot.
Right. It was like a 9-claim plot. Now the question is, was it a primary and then a primary and then the last primary and then they put in all the pieces afterwards? Or if that was already there, this was already here and they put another one underneath? Because
Adam, go ahead.
these two pieces, I really wish I could like do this right.
It's like a horseshoe.
Yeah, it's like this. So there's two of them that are like catty-cornered to each other. The next one was lower than these two. These two were on the same level, like this. The other one was down below it, like this.
And that was the big one. That was the 9 claim one.
Now, if you remember that you could have a castle up in the sky on a mountain. And actually there'd be a number, you could put another claim like right underneath of it and it would work. if anybody remembers that, that's something that
That
you
was some
could
time
do.
ago. They
Yeah.
stopped that.
And I'm wondering if that's something that the dynamics between that it allowed that to happen.
It was certainly interesting, and they haven't done anything with the build. I mean, they had just one structure there, as far as I could see, but it looked like there was a 9 claim build, then a 6 claim and a 4 claim, and the 6 claim one they had it looked like a 1 voxel gap, maybe 2 voxel gap between it and the 9 claim, and the other one had a 5
little
or
bit.
6 voxel
Yeah.
gap. Yeah, it was bigger, but it was impressive. The new Angel Bay. I don't know.
No.
Tau Lurker was saying that maybe it's 3 accounts that all selected to place a flag at the same time. But Tenma,
So
you were saying it's all the same account,
It was
right?
it was all the same. It was all the same account, same player,
All the same account.
same account.
All the same account.
You,
all
when
the
you go to
same
map
player.
view, you could see the name on the primary.
All 3 names were exactly the same. No deviation from it.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's got us a picture here. Sorry, that page does not exist.
Hey, it worked for me. Try again.
Sorry, that page does not exist.
Wow.
Hold on a second. Let me delete this crap on the end of it. That might be... There we go. I can see it now.
Yep.
The little up arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
why.
clicked the link. The up arrows didn't come through for me.
Oh yeah, that was Bob Dobbs' tweet.
There we go.
That was the picture from his tweet.
Now, if you notice the one that's on the left-hand side in that picture, you got the 6 claims, and then you have the one that looks like an upside-down L over on the right-hand side of the screen. I think those are on the same level. The one that is the little 3x3 is actually lower than the other 2 primaries.
Mm-hmm.
That is the only big difference between them.
You see 1106 TV?
1106 TV.
Great comment. It says the new Landmark City bug was deleting the main claim while leaving the attached ones. It may have been reintroduced. And if that's the case, wow, if they want to fix that,
Yeah, but
that would
he's
be the
got
first
3
thing to go
main
look.
claims here. When you can't see the names on it in this picture, but there are 3 main claims here.
Yeah. 3 primaries.
Well, yeah. Delete the primary on the 9 claim, and then put down the others. I don't know.
You can't delete the primary without removing the secondaries.
But there was a bug like that though. No, but Timma, there was a bug that 11's pointing out a long time ago.
Oh, okay. I
Read
never
his-
had
read his
that problem.
comment.
Never had that problem. The new Landmark City bug was deleting the main claim while leaving the attached ones. Might have been reintroduced. Definitely, if y'all get the chance to try that out again, let us know. That would be pretty cool.
It'd be interesting.
Well, we've seen a lot of things reintroduced here with this last update. So, to me, logically, that might have some merit, might have some legs.
Pretty cool stuff. And that pretty much ends episode 28. I'm so glad I'm back on evens. I'm so back on evens. But tomorrow, I'll go ahead and tell what I'm doing for the rest of the week because everybody already knows. I'll be hosting the Landmark Explorer tomorrow.
Morning Brew.
On the Morning Brew, and then right afterwards, we got Tim's tutorials. And luckily, we don't have a third show tomorrow.
Or you could do nightlife.
Or I could do nightlife. I don't know. It'd be kind of interesting if I did. Today was fun. I'll give it to you. You've got a good bunch of people. I mean, you really do. So, and me, I'm a little bit more critical than you are, though. You know, I'll be like, you need to fix that.
Well, you know what? I would like to get Daddy-O. I'd love to get Daddy-O to come host a Morning Brew.
I don't think he would probably do that.
It'd be fun though, and maybe Spooty Man.
Spooty Man,
That'd be
we
pretty
haven't
darn early for
heard
him.
anything
Yeah,
out of
well,
him
David
in a
gets
while
up-
either.
David gets up early.
Yeah, but there's
got kids.
Spooty Man. We haven't seen Spooty Man in like ages, dude.
He's
Not in Landmark.
jamming.
Not in Landmark.
Not in Landmark.
He's been playing some other stuff, so I don't know.
It'd be fun. It would just be a fun thing. Something to think about when I go on vacation in August.
All right, so Gio, what
Yes,
are you
sir.
what are you doing?
All right, so I'm working on the movie. My goal is to get it complete, get it finished this week, in whatever state I've got it in. It may wind up being longer than initially intended, but we'll just roll with it. I want to get it out there. The footage we captured and the story and everything is great. It's just everyone's got to see this thing, so I want to get it out the door.
Cool.
Jamming on that, and thank you for hosting, man.
No
Appreciate it.
problem.
And Pantera's hosting on Friday.
Yep. Okay, next. Any, mini, money, mo, go.
Go for it, Katina.
I've actually started building my Takish stuff. Not high elven, Takish.
It's high elf. It's high elf.
And about it, really. It's driving me insane.
What exactly are you building?
You know, I have no idea what it's going to end up being. You know,
Are you doing a ground building or a tower to start with?
ground.
I asked
Although-
because it's a big difference in the complexity of building it. I don't envy what you're doing with roofs.
Oh, I'm not doing the roof. I'm doing a different kind of ground building. I
Ooh.
hate those roofs.
I'm
Although
curious
those
now.
cones today were really cool, so that might actually happen.
Okay.
But I'm
Cool.
not doing a roof like that. No.
1 second. Gio, if you want somebody that to host Landmark Explorer, he just entered their channel.
Mm-hmm.
He just entered our channel. Da Vinci.
He would be good. You're
That'd be
muted,
awesome.
Gio.
Da Vinci, thank you. Turn my volume down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
He's somebody that would be pretty good. Now he's kind of like me. He'll be like, that needs to be fixed.
Is that what you're doing? Were you running around?
That's my brother right there. Da Vinci is my brother.
You were picking on people?
No, he wasn't picking
I
on
know.
people. He was giving constructive criticism. There's a huge
Yes.
difference.
I did.
Excellent.
I
You were
got
very good.
I got emails back from what I sent to them, and they were like, "Hey,
Good.
dude, honestly, I was thinking the same thing." And that's the kind of stuff that came back at me. So yeah.
That would be cool.
All right, Murin.
All right. I am going to be streaming in just a few minutes, doing tutorials for the cuts toward the bottom of Talkish Towers where you have the like fluting in the tower, and for the arches towards the top of the Talkish Towers. And I will probably be streaming a little bit Friday and a little bit Saturday, maybe tomorrow. I'm not really sure what my schedule is going to be because in a few days I am leaving for 3 weeks. So I need to get all packed and ready to go and stuff. It was time. He hadn't run
I was
off
gonna
yet.
say he didn't disappoint.
It never
He lives
So-
disappoints.
longer than most.
My schedule is kind of up in the air for the next few days, but I'll probably be streaming a little bit each day. Tomorrow's the less likely day of those. But then I'll be gone for 3 weeks. I'm not sure yet, I might be available to join you guys next week for this discussion.
Awesome.
But otherwise I won't be doing any streaming at all for the 3 weeks. And then I'm back in town around the 20th, and I'll probably be playing and streaming again that weekend.
Gio beat his kids quick that time.
He's getting efficient.
All right. So that's the conclusion of today's Let's Talk Landmark, and I'm going to run my mouth for a second while Murin goes ahead and kicks up her stream. And
Awesome.
so I'm going to run
I'm
my
ready.
mouth. I'm running it, and I'm running it, and I'm running it, and I'm running it some more. And we will see you guys tomorrow over on the Landmark Explorer channel.
What was that, Gio?
Still muted, Gio.
Everybody be really quiet while we're doing this. The morning
Brew.
On the morning brew. Yes, but it's on the Landmark. It's on the Landmark Explorer channel. So, how did you like my graphic this morning, Gio? Do you like
It was
my
good.
graphic?
It
You
was
like?
good, man.
You want it? You want it?
No.
You don't want it?
No.
Fine. I see. I worked hard on that.
I enjoyed watching you use it. It was good. It was good.
I like the little like a little treasure map thingy. You like that?
Oh, that was cool. But it said explorers. It should be explorer.
Yeah.
Take off the S.
I did mess that up, didn't I?
Yeah,
Yeah. Sorry.
that's okay.
It's okay.
We understand.
It's okay. I've got a PSD of it. I can easily take out that S. All right. See you guys, and we're going to kick it over to Murin. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. See you guys. Have a good one.